We live, we ain't got nobody, but we live.
Well, we live, baby.
Who's Leah kept doing that shit last time?
Who? Leah? Oh, from the last show?
You don't even remember yet.
Shut your punk ass.
Disrespectful.
So I'm gonna beat you in fantasy this year.
I'm about to get all your coins again. Ooh, I can't wait to take y'all money again, boy.
No, you're not, bro.
That was a great year for me.
Oh, we look professional, nigga.
Where we are. I think Jamie in here.
What up? Welcome back to another episode of Cultivated Ignorance. I am Will, the host.
I am Mike, the preferred host.
Preferred for who? The wink and the gun.
That's what's it, man.
Preferred for who, though?
Everybody that watches the show.
I need to take a poll. Can we do a poll in here?
There's no...
No, stop.
Put the phone right in the middle of the show.
This week we got a dope episode for y'all. We are going to be talking about two banging ass HBO shows. Euphoria, which I don't know if y'all seen it. Shit crazy.
That's
shit
insane.
wild.
That's insane.
It's about high schoolers and shit. And we're also going to be talking about a special that came on HBO, series Jerrod, Carmichael is doing. The comedian, he was, what did he show he had on NBC?
I always wasn't even following him like that.
Oh, okay. But
He's funny though.
his special is called Sermon on the Mount. It's not a comedy special, it's like a documentary about his whole family.
It's inadvertently hilarious.
About niggas is trash.
Basically.
So yeah, man, we're gonna be talking about that and all the little undertones and more about how black men don't cheat. I don't know if this episode is really gonna prove it.
This is the anti-black men don't cheat movement episode.
This is how you do better. This is the how you do better as black men episode. So yeah, man, we got all that going on, but we're first gonna let Michael get into his
What?
church announcements.
Hey, bro. Worse than Ben. Ben said we definitely still in that screen thing. Bro, you know about to steal. You know how much money we pay for this? You know how much we invest to the show for y'all. This is all production values for y'all.
Why do all got to steal some shit?
That's what like this new play. Just a bunch of coons and then still gonna call us ugly. Well, you ain't shit. The Carmichael Show.
There you go.
The name of the show. Thank you everybody for tuning in. Elle, Roxanne, Grant, Ben Ugly Ass, Kanisha. Thank y'all so much for tuning in. We appreciate y'all. We love y'all. Church announcements for this week. First of all, tomorrow night, July 26th at 6 p.m. Y'all know I got my New Growth Artist Collective where we try to, cultivate local artists into creative entrepreneurs. You know what I'm saying?
I see y'all here. Doing things for the community, doing things for the people.
Hey, for my people. You know what I mean? I'm just want everybody's bad.
Okay.
We're doing New Growth at Commerce Space again. If y'all don't know, Commerce Space is an awesome co-working space in Sand Hills. It's going down tomorrow night, July 26th at 6 p.m. This time we're centered around creative writers. If you're a creative writer, if you're an author, a poet, playwright, or just want to get your articles popping, whatever you're trying to do that concerns writing, we're gonna help you out tomorrow night. Starts at 6 o'clock p.m. Like I said, at Commerce Space in Sand Hills. It is amazing. I got a panel of nothing but publishers and authors and book coaches that can help you get your life together as far as your creative writing career.
Yes.
So yeah, man, come through 6 p.m. tomorrow night. It's only $10 to get in the door, but I promise you it's gonna be worth it. And you get a free day pass to use Commerce Space, which is a co-working space for freelancers. Use that whole day. That's free. That's a $25 value right there. You know what I mean?
I mean, come on now.
There's no reason.
You know better than that.
No reason you shouldn't come. July 27th, 5 p.m. A good friend of the show, Dogon Krieger.
Yeah.
He has an awesome exhibition going on right now at TAPS. He's gonna be having like a live talk discussing the exhibition. Like I said, at 5 p.m. This Saturday at TAPS Art Center downtown. Dogon is an incredible, amazing Afrofuturism and golf artist. Like his pieces, I don't even know how you can physically describe them. Like they just go everywhere. You just gotta see it to believe it. The exhibition is absolutely free to get to. This talk is absolutely free to go into, and he's just going to be describing his pieces. They're incredible. So that's Saturday, 5 p.m., July 27th. Last but not least, later on that night at 7 p.m., it is the Vent Interactive fashion party at the arcade mall. This is curated by my amazing friend Billy Soundtrack. He's a local artist, rapper. He just tore it up at Blue Note Poetry this past week. This dude's insane. And this is going to be dope, man. It's going to be a whole fashion show. It's going to be performance art. It's going to be art, like visual art, goods and services. Our good friend Sabrina Jeffcoat is going to be having her stuff out there. Sabrina's awesome. Nepotism is going to be performing. They're an incredible band. Pellet Claude, going to have her. Our awesome friend Paige is going to have her homemade clothing and stuff on sale. It's just going to be dope. That's going to be absolutely free. And Avery, another good show, friend of the show is going to be there. What's that sound?
Sorry. I clicked on something in the sound.
What are you doing? People hate on the church announcements, bro. And by people, I mean Will. That's Saturday, 27th, 7 p.m. Come through. Don't be a loser. Come enjoy yourself. Thank you, everybody else who's joining the thing. Taryn's in here. Hey. Jarrell. Michelle. HDMI cord right there. Shut up, man.
Bro, y'all ain't even thought of the shit, so don't be knocking what we got going on.
Just haters, bro.
Man.
Stars in here. Hey, Stars. Stacy. What's up, everybody? What's up? All right. What are we talking about today, man?
Talking about how you hate black women.
I love black women. I adore black women.
Lies.
Well, see, you're
You Uncle Ruckus.
the...
Nah, man. So we first gonna get into Sermon on the Mount. It's really an HBO special that talks about Jerrod Carmichael's family. His dad is not the greatest husband.
What was it so bad?
He's done some questionable things. Yeah, man. His dad has cheated on their mom multiple times.
Enough to have 4 kids.
Enough to have 4 kids. Yeah, so we're going to show y'all a quick preview. We do not own rights to this.
We don't own
This is our first time ever done this. So, Facebook, please don't pull it down. We do not own rights to this, okay?
If you do pull it down, this was I did.
It sounds better to me if you use the term affair.
You would prefer that
Use the term affair rather than the word cheating.
you don't think that you cheated on my mother? What's your favorite part about being a dad?
Man, the hugs. The hugs are amazing.
Your dad is a very prideful man, very sensitive.
One of the foundations of the Christian walk is forgiveness.
Who am I not to forgive somebody if they made a wrong choice? Most women won't do it. They're not going to do it. And I don't blame them.
As Christians, we like to say, hey, forgive and we got to just move
That's my
on.
girl right there.
No, you got to be accountable.
She keep it under your neck. So, I mean, that gives you like a rough idea.
Yeah.
But I mean, but just actually watch the documentary. It's actually really good.
Yeah, basically his dad has had, 4, 5 kids outside.
Yeah, 4 kids outside of marriage.
Yeah.
So ain't no telling how many times he actually.
Yeah. And so we wanted to talk about this because we still in this black men don't cheat.
Which they don't.
And ladies, whoever takes it literally that black men don't cheat you wrong, it's a standard that we got to live up to.
Absolutely.
So this is a perfect example of a brother that's fallen. That's fallen.
Falling hard.
Yeah.
At least 4 times.
Yeah, at least. Okay.
Right.
So yeah, man. Anyway, basically, there's this preacher, and there's this problematic ass preacher. I don't like to call people problematic either, but
Yeah, we don't use that word a lot, but it's appropriate.
Dude is basically like not holding dude accountable whatsoever.
He was like, he wasn't saved when it happened. And, he was like not saying so much that it wasn't wrong. It was just like
He didn't have the strength to.
he had the strength to resist the devil. He asked you for forgiveness.
Somehow, dude twisted it all up.
Like it was just.
Yeah, man. So, I guess it just really, forces us to answer some questions like, how should we keep our fathers held accountable? Like if we know some shit's going down.
Right.
You know what I mean? What do you think?
I mean, just by because the question I was asking was like, how do we keep fathers and mentors accountable while still showing them that we love them and value them?
Mm-hmm.
I think you do that just by just being honest and being like, yo, you you fucked up.
But you see what happened when the son was honest. Remember what Jerrod said when the son was honest? What did he say? His brother, dad, because I guess his dad was trying to get him to cut the grass and do some shit.
Mm-hmm.
And his brother said, you got a whole nother family out here.
Before that, he beat his ass, didn't he?
Yeah.
And then, because he just wouldn't do what he wanted to do. He was like, I'm gonna do it. You be down here fucking around my mama. But I mean, he said he felt like remorse after he realized why he was acting out, quote unquote. I think we just gotta be honest and just like force them to look at the truth in the face. Like the whole, not the spoiler shit, but like at the end of the thing, Jerrod's talking to his dad one-on-one.
Mm-hmm.
And as y'all can see from the clip, like his dad didn't even want to call it an affair. He was like, I don't like if you use the word. I like the word. No, he said, I don't like you use the word cheating.
Yeah.
Like, I think in this way, like, nigga, you cheated.
Nigga, you did what you did. Like, it don't matter what we call it.
You know what I'm saying?
This is not the venue for you to feel better about the shit you did.
Right. And I think as long as the love is there, and the respect is there, like, they gonna feel shitty, but they gonna still know that you still value them by holding them accountable. Because if you didn't care, you would just throw the whole human away and be like, fuck it, I'm not talking about that no more. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Bro, like, the funny part was, like, his dad was, I don't know if daddy took it seriously. I don't know if the nigga got any remorse. Because the nigga was keying throughout the whole shit, like.
But that's what the old girl, so it's this woman, y'all saw a clip of her in the thing with the braids.
That's his sister, or that's his,
I don't know.
That's his husband. I think that's his sister-in-law.
Is that what
I think so. I think.
Whoever she was G-checking the pastor. We're going to get to the pastor in a second, but like,
trash.
She was G-checking the pastor. And one thing she pointed out was the fact that, because the pastor tried to be like, well, he asked for forgiveness. She said, forgive me. She was like, that might have been a whole ploy in his head that has come in the room and be like, forgive me, I've sinned, whatever.
And she even said, like, he didn't do this willingly. We were gonna tell him.
Right. It was like, I mean, what do you think the best? Cree said, what y'all ugly niggas talking about? That's fucked up, Cree. She said, what y'all ugly niggas talking about today? Wow. That's fine. I'm queen. We still respect black women around here, even though you hate us, clearly. What do you think are the best practices for just holding fathers accountable and still trying to love them?
I think you gotta be honest with them, but like you have to hold them accountable yourself. Like it can't just be a conversation.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Because apparently that shit don't do nothing to some black men. You know what I mean? But like, I mean, they ain't above nobody else. They can be punished.
Right.
You know what I mean? I don't know what you're gonna do to them, but
I mean, not to put us both on the spot per se. If you don't want to answer, it's cool. But both of us didn't really grow up with our fathers in the household.
Mm-hmm.
When you did reconnect with your father, like, did you ever outright tell him, like, I wish you was involved in my life the way you should have, or?
More or less, never on a like a super serious tip.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? But it's just like questions of like, why weren't you a little bit more active? Or it was nothing super serious. It wasn't like, nigga, I needed you here. Why weren't you here? This, that, and the third. But I at least for me, I wasn't at the place, or I still ain't at the place where I'm just gonna make it weird like that.
I was like, how did he reply? Like, how did he?
No, he just said like, what did he say? He said, me and your mom were going through some things, and I thought at that time it was just best for me to get out of that situation. You know what I mean? Not necessarily saying it was best for me to leave you, but I guess the whole situation was fucked up. I've heard different stories from different people. So.
Right.
The one thing it was is fucked up.
Right.
But that doesn't really explain his absence afterwards.
Right.
I know you moved the state away and all, but
still, like, I'm a whole kid. I'm a whole kid over here. Like,
yeah.
I don't know, man. I know my dad never really. My dad always had excuses as to why even when he came back, quote unquote, into my life, like he always had a reason of why he had to go away again. Either like something with my brother's been in and out of jail. Either there's something with him going on where he had to move away for his grandkids' safety and take the grandkids away, or I don't even remember how the shit this nigga would say. Like it would just be something like I gotta go away for a little while, but I'll be back. You know what I'm saying? And like I know I never held him accountable. I just like let him just go. That's just not the point.
I know it's weird holding your dad accountable.
That's what I'm saying.
Or your mama. I mean, either one.
I think it's easier with me personally with my mom because like we got such a close relationship. I can be like you.
Yeah, I can do it.
You know,
more than my mom too. But I don't know why, but dads get away with shit. Like dads get away with murder.
It's because like moms are expected to be more nurturing and like when they don't fulfill that role, like dads are like meant to like expected to just work and bring home money.
Yeah,
and just go to sleep. Like, is that what it's supposed to be?
I can live that life. Well,
that is your life. Man. You just hey Mackenzie. You just
I be having a 5-year-old yelling in my ear all day.
My baby don't yell. She quiet.
Okay, wow.
She's soft spoken.
How would you know?
Bro, I see her all the time.
That's Terry. How would you know?
She's probably still in here. What you got, Terry? Come get him.
Yeah, man, that is just they get away with water. They got the key. I don't know what.
Bro, so all right. So speaking of getting away with, like, what were your thoughts on the pastor? Because the pastor. Was,
okay, this is the problematic nigga we got to get rid of. I don't like calling people problematic, but I know what this nigga was. This nigga said, your daddy just didn't have the strength. He wasn't walking with God, so he didn't know how to resist the temptations.
He wasn't saved.
Bro. I mean, like, even, you know, your kids can't hold you accountable. Like, your homeboys got to.
Right.
You know what I mean? And so for anybody to just say, you know, God wasn't with them, so they were just unable.
Right.
It's just ludicrous, bro.
Like, who gets to determine that? Like, who gets to determine if, because he kept saying that he wasn't saved shit. And I was like, who gets to determine when somebody is saved enough to resist? Who makes the rules?
I don't think it has anything to do with being saved.
It was important. Yeah, I think you're right. It's just important to note that the dad and the pastor are like close friends for a long time. And I was
Pastor probably out here doing wild things too.
He literally says that. He's like, first of all, it's a whole psychological thing. He opens it up with like telling the wife that he wasn't sure how he felt about her when they first met.
Bro, another thing. I'm sorry to cut you off.
Go ahead, man.
This fucking pastor. He put all this shit on this lady.
He put mad shit on her.
He put mad shit on this lady. He was like, now he didn't have the strength to resist. But what you need to consider is everybody else along with your decision. You're gonna be breaking up a family, this, that, and the third. I was like, this motherfucker.
Didn't he say something to the effect of like, are you willing to put your feelings to the side for the better? Oh, there's some kind of way he worded it.
Some kind of toxic ass shit.
It was super gross. It was like, can you put your needs to the side for the better good or something like that? The better good being just absolving the fuckery that your husband just did to you. Like, so that, and like I said, he was saying like when they first met her, they didn't know how she had felt about her. And like I said, I just look at it as a whole psychologically, like he's trying to like mold her into being like, you can just deal with this and just accept it and just move on because he's sorry.
Because he's sorry. He with God now.
He with God now, like he's good now, so everything's fine.
I think if the nigga meat was still working, he would still be out here knocking motherfuckers down.
That's
the vibe I got from his dad.
That's something else. I was like how rational is it to think that her, not saying she's still a beautiful woman, but like she is an older woman. Her life is pretty much set at this point. Like how rational is it for her to be able to just go out and just find somebody? Like I'm sure she could find somebody else, but I'm saying like I think he was making it feel like, I think he knew for a fact that she's older and has been through so much. And
she looks pretty beautiful.
She looks great, yeah, she looks wonderful. But I think he was playing into the fact that like she would have to start all over again. And she's like probably in her age, she's probably beyond this whole dating scene and shit. She ain't trying to she ain't trying to go out on like Saturday nights You know what I'm saying?
That preacher wasn't shit.
Bro, and he like I mentioned before, he actually said like I did some stuff in my past I would rather not talk about.
See, this is why niggas shit like this is why niggas distrust the church now.
Right.
You got these manipulative ass preachers
Right.
that they be twisting the word.
Right, to their liking.
Yeah.
Like, have you ever witnessed something like that in church? Like,
I've never witnessed nothing that egregious. Like that shit was over the top, bro. But you know, I mean, there's always things like, you know, they try and say things to get you to donate more or this, that, and the third. You know,
yeah, that's
I mean, that's understandable, but
I don't know if I understand, but it's not for me anyway. When I feel like y'all in the press let's play like 3-4 times during church service. Like
10% will walk off, bro.
10% each time.
But yeah, man, that nigga was disgusting. Like that was the most disgusting part of the whole thing for me.
I mean, but it was so like real, and I didn't want to kind of talk about other stuff in the documentary, like how black men view molestation. Remember when they was talking? Oh
yeah, that shit was important. Yep.
And Jerrod was like, "Does that count?" Like he said, old dude got touched when he was, what did he say? Like
10
or so, yeah. But it was a woman, and da. And like niggas was having a whole debate about if this shit was molestation or not.
Bro, I'm not gonna lie, bro. I've had that debate before.
With who? Oh, not debate, but like with like close friends. Or
Yeah,
like,
just close friends. Like, what is? I mean, like, because you go through those topics, like, you know, as you were a kid or you were like in, you know, 17, 18, you know, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
You know, was this yada yada yada? You know what I mean?
Right.
And I mean, I'm not gonna lie. When they first said it, the nigga in me was like, nigga, no.
That's a Charlemagne in you.
Because I ain't gonna lie. Like at the time when you hear these reports about like teachers having sex with these boys, you're like, get it, young nigga.
No, stop.
Bro,
Stop.
you know that shit still don't click in your head like that. Like I mean, I can't. You know, I dial it back immediately. I'm like, oh, that shit's wrong.
Yeah.
But I'm like, this nigga out here getting it though.
The wokeness of me can't.
Especially when the teacher be fine too.
I was still commenting on how fine the teacher is, but like I can't.
You don't give props to the dude.
The wokeness of me won't let me do it, bro. It won't let me do it. Not at this age.
I'm like, hey, and the worst part is I'll be like, hey, man, you told somebody, ain't you? Told one of your friends. You know, fucked it up for yourself.
No, you did. You do it straight to his homeboy house. Had a whole story going
I
on.
got this fuck Miss Johnson, man.
Brother, I was about to say, no, I ain't gonna say her name. That'd be
It was a teacher, what you said?
no, somebody at McKinsey School. You know, McKinsey School. Who do I found over at McKinsey School?
Oh, you done exposed yourself now. I ain't even got to say the name.
No, there's so many teachers out there. Nobody know.
How many times you been up to the school, Mike?
A couple times. And know this person.
Oh, it's just, okay, so you...
Leave it alone.
So you fought over one person and you've been at the school a couple times? They was that fine that they blew your mind. I've just seen them twice.
You know who I'm talking about.
I know who you talking about.
So what's the surprise?
I just want you to say it.
She fine.
I just want you to say the name.
I ain't got no names. Let's move on.
So somebody that worked at the school that you seen twice, that you just that mind blown over.
I don't know who it could be. There's no telling. I don't know. Let's move on. All right, next topic.
Oh, you almost exposed yourself.
Are we still talking about terminal now? We're gonna move on to Euphoria.
Just say the name, baby.
Bro, because she's gonna mess around and have some. I don't know what other teacher she knows that she might know at like USC or something.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I'm good.
Word.
Yeah, I'm good.
Word, my G.
Yeah, man, I'm straight. All right, man. So, overall, you enjoyed the documentary?
Yes, I did. It was good.
What'd you think about the last scene of her, the mom? It's like a random scene in the documentary where the mom's like jumping out of the plane. What'd you think about?
Oh, I don't know. I think that's some shit they had. It's supposed to symbolize like a leap of faith, but
that's what I figured. Yeah.
I don't think she's going nowhere.
I think that's what I'm saying. I think they knew that. Oh, we didn't talk about old girl with the braids and how she's laid into the pastor.
Go ahead, that's your boo.
That is my boo. The way she. So he says sister-in-law.
I think so.
So there's a wife and sister-in-law and the pastor in the lawn, like talking about the situation. And this girl, she said this pastor half it.
Because the nigga needed to have it. The nigga was garbage, bro.
The nigga was like trying to duck and dodge and bob and weave. And like they had a whole, what aggravated me is the pastor had a whole like.
And then, bro, hold on 1 second. She told the pastor, she was like, he wouldn't have said anything if we didn't say we was going to tell mom. You remember that? You remember
What she said?
She said he wasn't going to come forward. Mm-hmm. We told him we were going to tell her unless he told her.
That is right. That is right.
And the crazy thing was the pastor said, no, that's not true.
Yeah, I remember. I forgot about that.
He said, no.
Just deny it. Deny. Pastor ain't shit anymore.
Pastor is living in sin.
And see, like, how can you even like go to a church like that? Like, when you know your pastor's like that, like.
Yeah, if I was a mom, I'd be completely turned off from the whole church. If that's the pastor, like. If I was the mama and that was like her main church, I'd be turned off from the church. Like,
oh, leave the church.
Yeah, you gonna influence me? You gonna try and influence me like that?
Right.
So,
Danny said, "Can we talk about fathers that post inappropriate crap on Facebook and how to make it stop?" I know she's talking about you, and I don't know if that's a subliminal.
I don't post shit on Facebook.
I don't know who you talking about, Danny. I don't know if it's a subliminal diss at one of us or somebody personal in your life. I don't know. But last question I want to end on the Sermon on the Mount is I don't think the wife was a weak woman per se. I think she's a very forgiving woman. But I don't know if she's like a weak person at all.
I don't know if she's weak.
Yeah, I don't have any reason to believe that. But I just want to ask a question. Do you think that men are intimidated by a strong woman, and that he knew, like a man probably knows that he can't get away with something like that with, somebody. If you hear a woman that's like about her business and about her life and made her own way, you think men are still intimidated by women like that?
I don't know about intimidated, but I think like if a dude's going to cheat, he's going to cheat. It don't matter like what the situation is.
So it don't matter how powerful.
Bro, like I'm sure Stedman's cheated. I'm sure Stedman's cheated on Oprah once.
I'm sure she probably allowed it. Like she probably was like, "You're not about to get married, so
I'm not about to let you in on half it."
Yeah, you're not about to impregnate me. Like,
no, bro. I think it's like we said before. It's all about what fuels you to cheat. You know what I mean? Whether it be some kind of ego trip shit, whether it was some kind of missed on you shit. You know what I mean? Whatever's gonna get you to cheat is gonna cheat. I don't think a more powerful woman would intimidate a man out of cheating. If that's what you mean.
I guess intimidate a man. Period. Like the men purposely pursue women who are like they feel like they can probably get away with more.
Some do.
Because I've seen that. Like
some do, of course.
Well, like I've seen my homeboy making it like it's like an epidemic almost. Like most men would not pursue a strong woman if she's already established. They would rather pursue a woman who's still either trying to build or is in a bad space. Because
some niggas do have a thing for broken things.
They want to assert their dominance, or they always want to be the dominant one. I've heard men say like women that make more money than them might have more power over them. And
I can understand that thought, but I mean, I guess you got to trust a woman not to wield it. Like,
as soon as you fuck up.
Like you got to have enough backbone to just be like, fuck no, like we can only afford this $60,000 house because that's all I make. So, I don't give a fuck. You make $2 million.
Damn. You gotta put your foot down. Put your man
tiny ass room.
Go in your game room and stomp your feet.
Yeah, man. So, yeah, I mean, me personally, I don't do that. But
I don't either. I'll just be saying it.
I do see the advantage.
Look at you, bro. I know you do. You be looking for them.
No.
So yeah, that's Sermon on the Mount, y'all. Go check it out. It's a good documentary on HBO. Speaking of HBO, another great show, Euphoria.
Oh, this is a smoking gun right here, boy.
Would you watch it before I mentioned it to you, or you just like picked up when I?
My homeboy Justin mentioned it to me. And yeah, I started watching it. I don't know, probably about, I watched it, started episode 3.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Ooh, that shit flames.
It's funny, like it's real. This shit is real.
Yeah. So I don't know if apparently my girlfriend couldn't handle what
Yeah, apparently not.
she couldn't handle the stuff was too close to what she might be going through in 15 years.
15 years.
Well, 12 years, whatever. You know what I mean?
Do you want are we gonna show the preview for that one?
Yeah, we can. As soon as I find the damn mouse. Oh shit.
Yeah, spoilers.
That's Jules. She gangsta shit.
She going through it right now.
Jules is like one of my favorite characters.
I promise you, if I could be a different person, I would. Not because I want it, but because they do. But here's the thing. One day, I just showed up without a map or a compass, and at some point, you have to make a choice about who you are and what you want. And there lies the catch.
Little tease, snippage, a little nip slip, if you will.
Whoa.
So what you think about the show so far, man?
Show's dope. I really like that everybody has their own storyline in this. It's I guess Rue narrates it, or Zendaya narrates it at the very beginning of each episode, giving you a little more detail on each character.
Yeah.
I think that it's a little hyper realistic. Like, no, it's a little over the top. It's a little over the top, like especially this last episode.
With the exception of the last episode, this is like over the top in a realistic way, though.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think so too.
I think like because some of the characters have like drug problems, some of the characters have sexuality issues. You know what I mean? I think it's just a little more, sensationalized.
I think so.
Yeah, but I mean it's good. Like main character, she's drug addict, she's strung out. Zendaya can fucking act.
Like I wasn't sure at first. Like when people were saying that at first, I think that the first.
Isn't she from Disney?
Yes.
I'm fucking playing okay.
These little kitty rolls to this shit right here. The first like one episode and a half, I was like, I mean, she's alright. Like she ain't really doing nothing, but like just her expressions and just like how she's just like narrating things happening and just how she's like, I guess, examining her surroundings and what she's. I don't want to spoil stuff, but like what she's doing to other people that she cares about now,
Yeah.
and like how she realizes it's affecting them, and like I don't know, she's just very like she's got these emotional pulls in her just expression.
Bro, let me tell you, bro. So it was. I don't even near cry often. Bro, it was like where she was her and Jules are best friends on the show, and I don't know how that's going right now.
It's
That shit rocky.
It's rocky.
Her Jules are best friends on the show, and Jules is like interested in this dude or whatever. And it doesn't seem like it's gonna be the safest interaction that's about to go down. And for whatever reason, like Zendaya she starts crying and she's like begging and pleading. She's like, I just want you to be safe. I don't want you to be mad at me. I'm not jealous, this, that, and the third.
Right.
I just want you to be safe.
Right.
And it was like this emotion that was coming out of her.
Yeah.
And I was like, bro, I felt that for someone before, and I was like, oh my God. Like,
Right.
It was just.
You get a little sitting back in your throat. You look around, make sure nobody in the room.
I'm like, bro, a little thug teardrop, man.
Dude, like, I don't know what to call it, because I feel like it's natural a lot of times. Because I see, we watched Far From Home, the Spider-Man movie, and I see, like, similarities. Because she's kind of like she's like a goth Mary Jane.
Yeah.
In Spider-Man movies.
Yeah.
I feel like it's a similar thing. Like, she plays this role of this person just going through it very well.
Mm-hmm.
But playing it off like it ain't shit. Like, very, very well.
Yeah.
And that scene, it was another scene. Oh, I'll tell you the scene that got me. I'll tell you the shit that got my ass, which is so like she said, she's a drug addict, and she went to her drug dealer to get her drugs, and this nigga was like, man, I ain't trying to kill you, you're supposed to be clean, like I can't give you no more drugs. And if you've ever been friends or even in a relationship with a drug addict, y'all, or any type of addict, period, they pull this little role reversal shit on you. It's like, it's your fault that I'm this way. You made me like this. You shouldn't have given me the drugs in the first place. Like, I've been doing shit in relationships. Well, it was like, you shouldn't have did so-and-so. You made me like this.
You contributed to the problem.
You enabled me. And she was just like screaming at this dude through the door.
And she was out there for a good minute too.
Like, the scene kept lingering, bro. I thought it was gonna be like, she's gonna spaz for like 5 seconds, and then it's just gonna go to the next scene. This shit stayed on that. It was like a 2-3 minute scene where she's just banging on his door and crying, and it went from like begging him to like cursing him out and calling him and shit to crying again to, I was like, oh, turn this shit off. I can't take it.
And what triggered that? She got sad about something, right?
She had oh shit, what happened? Was it
So her and Jules?
I feel like was it after her talk with the dude, and the dude was like, you kind of using Jules as your drug? Was it after that?
I thought she called him after.
That's right, you're right, you're absolutely right. Damn, some shit had happened.
It was something with Jules, I'm sure. Because that's what would be setting her off.
Yeah, and Jules realizing that she's becoming like her new drug now that she's trying to be clean.
You think that's what it is?
Absolutely.
I think that, at least me. So I think we can spoil that Jules is like,
yeah,
Jules is transitioning from male to female.
Mm-hmm.
And so she gets interested in this dude. That's neither here nor there. Seems like Rube develops strong feelings for Jules.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't think Jules can reciprocate those feelings. Like, I think that's what it is.
I thought it was she can, but like she shouldn't, because she's a drug addict and she's trying to get clean, and everybody's telling her that Rube's in such a better place because of you. And I think she realizes pressure. Yeah, I think that's exactly what it is. Like, and I can relate to that shit. Like, it's the pressure of like, oh, if we ever break up, this nigga's whole world will shatter and she might go kill herself. I think that's what it is. And then when I say kill myself, I don't mean like.
That's a lot for a high schooler process. You think that's?
I think so. Like, I think it's, so you already like over the top and thinking these kids over the top. You know, get into that shit. They already take everything to 10. Like, and nothing's halfway. I think because Jules is such an insightful person, because she's been through so much, and she's just like, you can tell, like, she's just a very insightful person. Kanisha, we talking about Euphoria. I think she's like looking into it, like talking to her dad, talking to her friends. I think that's what she's feeling. Like, damn, like I'm becoming this person's whole world. Because if she didn't have feelings for her, she would have like kissed her in the bed and stuff.
Why did she kiss her? It was something that happened.
Yeah, that was the whole incident with Nate, though. That's a spoiler.
Yeah.
There was a whole incident with some that had played a role, I think, but I think she is attracted to Ruben.
Is she like? I'm seeing this involves the spectrum of sexuality. Like, even though is she transitioning, is she interested in dudes, or is she interested in girls, or interested in both?
Yeah, she can be interested in anybody.
I understand that, but I just don't know where the character lies. You know what I mean?
Right.
So, I don't know.
I mean, we're gonna find out, but I think so. I think that's what I've got from it.
Jules is probably my favorite character in the show right now.
I would say
Rue's pretty engaging, but
Rue is, yeah. I would say.
You gonna talk about the little two twin brothers? Them niggas ain't shit.
Yeah, I hate them niggas.
Them niggas ain't shit.
Them niggas actually got like hate tweets after the episode with Gigi. After with her and Rue. Them niggas actually got like death threats. Like, they was like talking about. Niggas say this shit so seriously.
Is it actually two different dudes?
Yeah, no, it's actually two brothers. Yeah.
Them motherfuckers like shit, boy.
I would say she's not my favorite character. She's my favorite character because I hate her so much. Is Kat, because
you hate Kat?
I hate what she's doing, bro. This whole like
exploiting her own sexuality.
I'm just gonna fuck everybody because that's the only way I can have power. Like, I'm just gonna do, and this is giving me power, even though niggas is just having their way with me.
Bro.
This is other than the online joint that she's doing online.
Bro, she getting them.
She can get all them coins. That's completely fine.
Bro, need to tell me how much of a piece of shit I am. This nigga's really out here like that.
That's another thing I love about the show is it really delves into the real sexual. I don't want to say weirdness because that's alienating, but like the spectrums of just something that's not normal.
Yeah.
One of the key characters is like an alpha male, and is slowly being apparent that he might be either gay or just on some type of spectrum himself. He's trying to fight with that.
But the crazy thing about that is, it doesn't just show the like how he's fighting with it. It's like where we learn these behaviors from. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because he's been watching his dad. His dad is also closeted.
Right.
He's been watching his dad shit for years.
Right.
And so it also, delves into like where we learn these, behaviors from, whether we're LGBTQ or straight. You know what I mean?
I think it speaks to like how does porn mold our sexual preferences.
Yeah.
Like, would he even really be like that if you never saw them tapes? That shit is so crazy. Like,
I know that's deep though. That's deep though.
So deep, man. Like, and then talk about the alpha male thing. There's another character who his dad it was all about him being the best at football, and
I ain't got no words for this nigga.
He ain't a bad dude, but
he's really not a bad dude. He's a good dude, but he's going some dark places sometimes.
He's going some super dark places right now.
Oh man,
taking it out on hopeless white girls who although are dick teasers, don't get me wrong.
Well, she dick teased the other dude. I don't care about him. But the nigga was right though. He said, "Who the fuck you think you are?"
I don't think he should have did all that.
He had to go in on her like he did.
Yeah.
He was like, nobody finds it interesting.
That nigga said, "Fuck this is the second time I got blue balls. You got to get all this shit. Like you won't even just."
That nigga was right though. Like, if a woman knows she ain't gonna fuck, or she knows that she's only leading man on,
right?
I'm like, why? Just why?
Right. Just that's a hard thing because like she ain't shit, but at the same time she's struggling. She's getting dragged to the mother. So it explores like sex tapes in the young community, how news get leaked.
Yeah.
And you see this all the time on the news, like kids committing suicide and stuff like this. You have sex and then it gets shared, and then people spread rumors about them and everything. The show just touches on so much stuff, yo. What else is that, right? Are you dying?
I burped.
I
could have done it in your face.
No, that would be super rude. Yeah, it's just. What do you think about the kids' behavior? Is it just like looking at this show? I think it's very realistic. Does it make you worry more, especially being a father, about the younger generation coming up, or are they just like doing like the same stupid shit we did?
No, they're doing much more.
You think they're doing more?
Bro, like information is so available.
Right.
Through the internet and through other people who look at crazy shit on the internet. You know what I mean? Like, I'm very worried.
What are you worried most about, man?
The introduction of sex early into my child's life. Not just having sex, but just, like viewing it and all that other stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And drugs, man. Like, bro, like I didn't know drugs were so accessible for high schoolers. Like,
I thought it was accessible for us.
Not hard drugs. During this pill popping generation.
I don't know.
Maybe I was just sheltered.
We weren't in that scene. Well, no, I definitely wasn't in that scene in high school. But like it was, I don't know. The drugs weren't as hard as they are now, because it's like now niggas just gotta like keep building upon previous shit. Like
I mean, like reefer, okay, whatever.
Right.
I don't want you to do it, but whatever.
Right,
you know,
right.
Like you take some damn oxycodone for 2 days, nigga, you might be hooked.
Oof. Or some of these like edibles like niggas be making, man. Like there's an episode where like this drug dealer nigga's name's Mouse comes in. Remember the old boy Paul Wall, so I call him. Was trying to tell Rude to go away.
This dumb bitch.
She was like,
oh, she was so stupid.
just give me drugs, I'll leave. I'll just blah blah blah. And it's like extra dangerous as he comes in and gives her whatever the fuck that was. I don't know.
Fentanyl.
Oh, that's what that was.
Yeah.
Oof.
That's the shit people cut heroin with.
Yeah, that shit. So she almost died on that. So people put shit like crazy shit in these edibles, similar to that.
Oh, for real?
Yeah, and it's like all you need is like one little whatever, and it's like niggas just trying to be the. And so I think to your point with the exposure thing, like we always talk about drugs and hip hop, but like these days it's like the drugs is on another level. It feels like it's on a whole nother level.
And they're more accessible. Like, that's the crazy shit. I feel like they're more accessible.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what we gonna do, man? Like, how we gonna protect the kids for themselves?
I don't know, bro. You just gotta educate them motherfuckers, I guess. Weed's cool.
Weed's cool. You just gonna tell Mackenzie like weed's okay. So you just do weed.
I'm not gonna tell that shit. I promise. I don't know what to say, motherfucker. I got a few years to figure it out.
Yeah, you got a couple hours to figure it out.
Nigga, stop.
At this rate, where does the
Stop.
world go? Where does the world be going? What do you think about the whole like alpha maleness seen in like the jocks and like McKay's the dude that we said is not a bad person, but he's seriously fucking up right now.
Yeah. I think it speaks to how men lash out their problems against their women. You know what I mean?
Mm.
There's a scene where some crazy shit happens to him, and then he immediately just does his girl wrong.
It's terrible.
Like, and it's like a direct result of what happened to him. Like, there's no question about it.
Like you physically see the energy transfer. From,
Yeah, like it's
just so disturbing.
It was disgusting. Like, I felt so bad for her. But you know, it speaks to the toxicity that males are that's inside of us, that's either taught to us or whatever, that hasn't been dealt with. Because it was you know, when his dad was training him or whatever, he said when he got suspended from the football game, he said, take all that shit up,
right,
suck it up, wipe your tears, and then release it.
Right. Exactly what the fuck he did.
That shit was so terrible.
In the worst way possible.
Yeah. And that brings up, you know, point. I don't want to ruin the scene, but cause I would have brought up something else. But yeah, just look at it. Show's phenomenal.
It's really, really good. Like I said, the last episode kind of suspended belief a little bit in a way.
You can't believe episode Law and Order.
Oh no, I mean actually, we got like 3 minutes. Do you think teenagers actually should be watching this show, like to get the realness of shit's going on?
I'm not against it.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if I'm against it.
Like it's just really, really graphic. That's my only. But at the same time, kids watch shit that's graphic all the time. So it's like, should they be watching this to kind of like get the realness in their faces, or would they try to sensationalize it?
I really can't say that I'm against it.
I don't think I am.
It was. I guess it could be informative.
I think it could. I think it could really,
especially with Rue's story.
Right.
Like, that's like one of those shits you don't want to go down. And then the fact that it shows like how her sister is becoming affected by it too.
Oh,
that's just sad.
We can't even like I don't want to spoil it because I want people to watch it, but like so many subliminal teachings to the show of how addiction, how it can when it affects one person, it starts to transfer to the family. Her and her mom's relationship, how it can be so volatile.
Oh yeah,
sometimes, but then other times they're just laying in bed, just finally talking, having a peaceful moment. I feel like if I didn't witness that myself, I'd be like, man, this shit doesn't feel believable. Like if her mom didn't trust her, like how could they be having these conversations? But I've seen that with friends. I've seen friends like joke and have fun with their parents 1 minute, and then just something about full on, just terrible fighting the next, because that's what addiction does, man. It's just a deep show, man. This is a lot deeper than I thought it was going to be. I thought it was going to be like, look at these party kids, and this is going to be entertaining, and it won't be nothing deep. But it's a really, really good show. Y'all should check it out.
Yeah. I wish I could spoil more.
I wish we could too, man. When the series ends, we're gonna do a spoiler cast. That's what they call it.
What?
Spoiler cast.
Oh, you just tell it all?
Yeah, just like we do with Endgame and Game of Thrones.
That weak ass shit there.
What, Endgame?
No, Game
Oh,
of Thrones
Game of
last
Thrones.
season.
Can't believe this is
They need to strike that shit from the books. Like,
Did you sign the
I was thinking about this shit today. I ain't signed a petition because they ain't gonna do it. I ain't gonna waste my time.
Damn, bro. It's like not only unbelievable that the show's over, but like the fact that they ended on the note that it did.
Pathetic.
We're just looking forward to Westworld, man. It's gonna be a lot better.
Yeah, sure.
All right, man. You got your black business.
No.
Look here.
I had one,
I'll tell you, bro.
but I forgot it.
This is you try to act like your podcast is for the community, but people just.
We're gonna shout out New Growth.
This one goes. All right, go ahead. I'll take it. Go ahead.
No, we're gonna shout out New Growth. They're gonna be having an event Friday, July 26th, tomorrow, 6 p.m. at Converse Space in Sand Hills, right next to the what is that? Not Jimmy
The
John's.
National Guard. Oh, some sandwich shop, but it's National Guard bottle. How about that? I said the video earlier. Oops.
Yeah, gonna be featuring Taretha Wright, Terry Bell, and Shantia Williams. Gonna be teaching you all about how to improve yourself as a artist, trying to get your entrepreneurship and artistry together in one.
Is that what it looks like?
Make that thing pop. Yeah.
It's like something else.
So yeah, go check them out. It's gonna have a lovely panel. Mike is gonna be providing refreshments, caviar, shrimp, prawns.
Yo, get these cheese balls from Sam's.
Is that what you're doing? Cheese balls?
The big shit from Sam's. I'm getting the pork rinds I used to get from Sam's.
Oh, just gigantic joints over the top.
Just pour it in a big old bowl.
Yeah, man. So check out that New Growth, 6 p.m. tomorrow.
It's gonna be really good, y'all. For real, like it's gonna
Yeah, speak on it, Mike.
Nah, like we got a couple minutes. Like these people I got, like you said, Shantia, Taretha. Taretha is the one that helped me publish my book. I've also been in her theater productions. Terry Bell I met at an entrepreneurial event for minority business owners, and Shantia I met through looking for people for this particular event. All these women are just about their business. Like they've been doing this for a very long time, very professional, very informative. It just is. I'm sorry, I gotta say this. I love all women, but like it's something about black women that just be on their business. Like they just be on a whole nother level, and these women have been through all types of hurdles, and especially starting a business here in the South. But they've overcome all of them, have very, very successful businesses, and I'm just very excited, man. It's gonna be good. If you went to the first New Growth, you already know. Like it's always a good thing. And people that attend always looking to make contacts. New connections, customers, all that good stuff. So it's gonna be fun, man. Come through. Thank you.
You good now?
I've been good forever, but I'm even better now.
All right, cool.
You got a thirst? I know you got a thirst.
I really don't.
Oh my god.
I don't thirst anymore, man.
You ain't thirsty today? When somebody went on live? You ain't go to the live? You ain't drop like squirt emojis in the chat.
Okay, no, we don't do that.
Squirt and plum emoji.
Oh man, here. Nah, fam, we ain't doing it like that. Not no more.
Squirt eggplant emojis.
I was thinking about flame, but
Who?
there's an issue with it. Let me see. Hold on a second.
You're so thirsty. All right, while he doing that, I might as well shout out the next show. I think we're doing the next show, right? The men's show.
Yeah, man.
So the next show we're gonna be doing like an all male panel, like we did with all women. I guess we're gonna call it "What Do Black Men Want," and just getting different dudes who are like married or single or anywhere in between, getting on the panel and just talk about what they want out of a woman or what they expect out of a woman. I guess their thoughts on the dating scene, their thoughts on being married, on being fathers, or just being out here just young and reckless, just out here just chasing whoever. It's gonna be really good. I don't know if we have our topics lined up yet. We mostly talk about sex, doggone. That's with the woman. That's pretty much all we talk about. So let me get that's all we're gonna do this time. We'll find out.
We're gonna try and do better. We're gonna try and do better.
What do you look for in vagina?
Come on now.
That's gonna be the opening question.
All right. So this week we're gonna shout out Melly.
Who?
Melly. Mellii. Mellii.
You don't even know.
Boy, I slapped your face right off your body.
Mellii.
Mellii. She's a rapper. She's been featured on Meek Mill's last album, Champions. She also put out her own album. She got a crazy body.
Yeah, she caked up. That's not a brief. I'm sorry.
Yeah, man, she put out an album, I want to say about 4 months ago. Let me find the title of this thing. It was actually pretty good, to be honest. I didn't expect much from it, and then I was surprised.
Better than Meg's album?
I ain't heard Meg's album.
What?
I heard it's good.
This is the rap to the shit you were hearing your entire like. This is Juicy J level rap.
Is it more rap to the City Girls?
They're all putting about the same league, bro. About the same league. Well, this shit is just the whole album is about just being fucking ratchet.
I'm okay with that.
And it's
As
got
long as you own it.
Right, and it's got a joint in there with Juicy J that's even better.
The Melly album is called Phases. She's like Puerto Rican and she uses auto-tune and shit, but it's pretty good. More so about the body with this.
I think it's dirtbag.
Oh, real quick, man. What you think about Hot Girl Summer versus City Boys?
Oh.
Versus the City Boys, bro.
Well, I get clarification. I try to watch Brilliant Idiots to get clarification, but these niggas are just talking shit about women the whole time. So this Hot Girls is just, you just out here just doing whatever, just hanging out. And
yeah.
If you want to have sex, you have sex. If not, you just want to be fine.
I think it's the way Meg said it, because it's her little shit.
Oh, that's her thing?
Yeah, it's more so about like women just having the best time of their life.
So what's the difference between that and the City Girls shit?
What do you mean the City Girls shit? No, it has nothing to do with City Girls whatsoever.
I thought it was Hot Girls.
Hot Girl Summer
versus
the City Boys.
What is a City Boy?
I don't know. City Boys is like any nigga that's like getting over on women. From what I can tell.
Oh, see, I ain't with that shit. Why the niggas shit gotta be like so negative?
Bro, let me tell you. So like Duval be posting these shit. There'll be like a woman doing some like extra ratchet shit. Oh yeah, it was one where like a woman was cheating. It appeared that a woman was cheating. So I guess the wife came home or whatever, and the girl was hanging out the window. It was like on the second story. And they said negative 250 points for the City Girls.
Oh,
so negative 12 points for the Hot Girls. And in the same breath, he was like, City Boys up to 500.
Did you keep the tally for this shit?
But the reason I asked, bro, is because like one website was like, this shit toxic as hell. Every time women try to do something nice for themselves, it's always men that come around and try to like make it a competition or make it toxic or whatever.
No, they're saying stuff like what Duval was doing is toxic.
Just in general.
No, you just having fun with the shit, man. We can't just have fun with it. I feel like it was going to be toxic if like niggas was just talking shit about women just doing what they want to do. Which I feel like they was doing on Brilliant Idiots. Except I know they was joking, but it's like they didn't want to understand what the shit was. They just want to make the joke.
I want to say like pull this one. This is so stupid.
Okay, 2 minutes.
All right.
I'm all for fine ass woman being out and fine.
She's got a long ass straw.
I just pulled up the economized.
Hot Girl Summer. She's got a long ass straw.
That's negative points for that shit. That's gotta be negative point. Since what I've done. That's gotta be negative point.
Oh no, this shit. Oh yeah, this nigga was talking about black women curly hair too.
Oh yeah, okay, yeah.
No, I ain't even gonna deduct no points from that because he was like, I just prefer because he like said it like he was like, oh, white girls or black girls. He said,
I heard
I
he
just
said
prefer
some
straight
shit
hair.
about like afros like distraction from. I don't know. I gotta look into it. I ain't even canceling nobody because we don't do shit like that. But like he said, I heard he said some shit about women with like afros and shit.
Oh,
That seemed like it was colorist or something.
I mean, he didn't say. I'm over niggas. Oh, hold on, let me see this shit. Oh, this shit was wild right here.
What is happening?
I don't know. What is this?
We're gonna turn. Oh no. We gotta go, man.
All right, man.
Go to Duval on Instagram and see this foolery.
Oh no, this is the only one I really want you to say. This is all right. Here we go. This shit had me dying at work.
This nigga's gonna comment on the shit with India.
Oh yeah, I did. Oh shit. I'm sorry, man.
With Darwin that when you need him.
I don't know how to control myself. I don't. Like, I'm over here trying to calm down. Like, I really hope that I am calm by the time he make it to Florida unless he gonna have his new life in Florida. Because I'm telling you, I'm gonna act an ass. I can't even read these comments right now. Y'all do the take so. You know what SUV? I know this tattoo. I bet fuck this shit. I'm finna go through my followers because I know this bitch follow me. I'm just going through the followers. They got a tattoo, they got a baby too, but I don't see my baby daddy nowhere. I don't see my baby daddy nowhere. You know, I feel like you took his phone and tried to post you on his page. And tried to make me mad for your way. Run of applause, bitch, you made me mad, bitch. I just hope you're ready. I hope you're ready to die by that dick. I hope you're ready to die by that dick because I'm ready to go to war for it. I'm ready to go to war. And that's no soul. I get active, little mama. He should have told you about me. I get active, little baby. Ma'am, missus, I get active for real. So I hope you love your baby. I hope you love your baby because I'm stopping both of y'all acts. That's on me. You ever had a size 7 up your ass? Fuck is you talking? Don't know how to.
That nigga must be laying the fuck down. That nigga must be. He giving her that deep dig, nigga.
She said, I hope you like this. Because I'm ready to go to war for it.
I'll tell you what he doing. He doing that shit when he put her legs all the way back. And he just He just.
Oh, that nigga hitting her tonsils from the bottom.
That nigga hitting the. Fuck the G spot. That nigga hitting Z spot.
That nigga hitting the damn baby.
The baby. Baby's getting knocked up and shit. That's terrible. That nigga. You just pull it back. Didn't you say you advocate for pulling back D? You can't give an A+ D. You said some shit.
No, I can't say that I do it, but there is reason to not give A+ D on the first night.
It's reasonable.
They get hooked.
Mm-hmm.
They get hooked. If it's good enough, they get hooked.
If they good enough, if they worth it, why not do it?
How you gonna know if they're worth it the first night?
I mean, you hitting it. I would think you would think they're worth something.
Oh, really? In this day and age, people as fast as people have sex. Oh, really?
So you just out here just grabbing anybody and just.
Don't give A+ dick on the first night. And it's not just me that said this, Mike. Women have said the same thing. You remember we was having a conversation?
They did say that. I'm gonna write this down for the next show. That's gonna be the first question. Do y'all give A+ D?
Should A+ D be given on the first night?
That's a good question. All right, we gotta wrap this shit up. We gonna derail the whole shit.
I know, right?
We actually ended on time for once. Appreciate y'all tuning in. I'm just writing it down before I forget too. Should A+ D be given on the first day?
Absolutely not.
I do because I respect
one crazy one on your hands.
I love women, so I'll do it on the first day. Anyway, thank y'all for joining us. Hope y'all go check out those documentaries and shows we told y'all about. And yeah. Love you guys. See y'all next week. Not next week, but week after that.
Yeah.
And yeah. Don't. No.
I can't do it.
You fucked it up. Now I gotta get a new thing.